This story comes from Rolling Stone and is not surprising. SCOTUS justices prayed with her, then cited her bosses to end Roe. So this is specifically citing a right-wing evangelist who met with and bragged about and laughed about the justices that she didn't meet with to pray ahead of time with these fucking justices, and then was like, yeah, they didn't all want to meet with me. They didn't all want to pray with me, but some of them sure did. And then wouldn't you know it, our right-wing fucking religious fundamentalist ideas made their way into the law of the land.
And not only that, this woman represents one of the people who brought a case. Yep. So it's not just that this is just some random preacher, right?
Right.
This is a random preacher with a giant organization behind her that is bringing lawsuits all the way up to the Supreme Court and offering opinions to the Supreme Court that they are then citing in their rulings. Yep. This is a dangerous overstepping of bounds and a huge conflict of interest. And it's crazy that there are no safeguards.
Yep, man. Yep. There's no bumpers playing fucking bowling with the fucking Supreme Court. There's no bumpers. It's it.
The rails are off.
It's completely like, yeah, well, all right, we did this thing, and it seems like it just seems like unethical on its face to share time and to outside of the courtroom share this sort of like side prayer religiosity moment with members of the fucking case you're about to hear. But if it happens and we find out, there's literally nothing anyone can do. There's literally nothing anyone can do. If you have any illusions whatsoever that this is not the rise of the theocrats,
right?
That the theocrats are not establishing through their most recent ruling a very specific and narrow interpretation of Christianity that everybody else will be forced by law to follow. If you are somehow confused about that, allow this to disabuse you of that notion.
Yeah, it is one of those moments where they try to, you see it happening and you're appalled, right?
Right.
But then they try to make it better by saying things like, well, Scalia used to go hunting with Dick Cheney. And you're like, that's not okay either.
Right.
Like it's okay. If you're going to use that as a way to say, well, sometimes Supreme Court justices, they get buddy-buddy with people who might have influence on their decision-making. And you think, fuck you.
Yeah, right.
That shouldn't happen. We hired you for one job, man. You had one job and then you fucking cocked it all up. You went out there and fucking hung out with this guy and hung out with that gal. And you did praying and the fucking steps or in your private chambers with these people who you're reading fucking material from.
Yep.
That is a clear conflict of interest. There should be an ethics committee that fucking fires you for the American people.
Yeah, then there's nothing. There's no safeguard.
Nothing.
You go, first of all, going hunting with Dick Cheney automatically shows that you have little regard for human life.
Absolutely.
Like how in the scars or it didn't happen.
There's a lot of holes in that argument. You know what I mean? A lot of holes.
That is defective on its face.
It'd be awesome if Scalia apologized to him after he gets shot in the face like that one guy.
All I'm saying is if somebody had to get shot in the face, why wasn't it Scalia?
Also, I think Scalia could probably take it in the face. He probably could take it. Like he was like
wouldn't even care.
He was like made of just he was like a human callus that it probably just bounced right off of him. No, but
he is callous. Yeah. That's true. Like it's very obviously callous.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Now he's
dead.
Now he's a corpse. But yeah, man, fucking, it's one of those things that you read and it very much reminds me of the last 4 years and how government was run. And you just see that there's these weird backroom deals and I'm not going to like you anymore unless you do this thing for me.
Right.
And all this weird, it just feels so strange. It feels, I feel like I was lied to my whole life. I feel like when I was a kid and I was in those civics classes and they looked at me in the face and they said, adults are in charge. they got this.
Yeah, right.
And I thought, you know what, you're right. Those are adults. Those are people. Some old dude in a wig, like a powdered wig years ago, wrote some shit down, and then they figured it all out. And then a bunch of old dudes in powdered wigs maybe made 10 little alterations to that thing. And then down the road, they certainly changed what they were doing, and they suddenly realized that they were super wrong about black people. They were super wrong about women. They were super wrong about a bunch of other shit, and they changed it all. At first they were wrong about alcohol, and then they were wrong about alcohol again. But you know, like they worked their way through it, and then you get to now, and you think, yeah, that's got a long tradition. All those people are in charge. This is how this works. This is okay. And then now you're like, nobody's in charge, man. Holy shit. These people are all clowns. They're all fucking clowns, man. Are they all, well, who has the new codes? Get them quick. Hide them under the fucking White House dog. Whatever you got to do. It's fucking terrifying that we live in this world. Like there's a story by Julia Sweeney where she talks about the first time she realized God didn't exist, and she was walking from like her shed to her house, and she had to stop and lay on the ground because she wasn't sure how gravity worked anymore. It like threw her for such a loop. And like when they pulled the fucking curtain back from how fucking clown shoes the whole government is, I feel the same way. I just want to like hold on to the statue of Lincoln and just hold on, just like hold on to it, man.
Like a little kid holding your dad's
don't
leg.
Let go. Be like, no. They lied to me, man. You've been lying to me forever. It's crazy, dude.
It is. It's like, I used to believe in the myth of serious people.
Right? What a great line. The myth is serious. That's the name of this episode. The myth is serious people.
And like, I am so distressed that it's just everyone guarding their lunch table.
Kidding,
They're
man.
like, we're gonna go to wars, and we're gonna have trade deals or not have trade deals, or fix the climate or not fix the climate, or like have generations that have water or not have. All of this is based on whether or not someone likes someone else. Like that's how you decide who's at your pool party, man.
Jesus, man.
That's how you decide who you stand in the garage and fucking clink beers with. That is not how you decide whether or not you send 10,000 troops into fucking battle because of. But yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is.
Yes, it fucking
because
is.
The myth of serious people is a fucking myth.
Yeah.
We are run entirely by a bunch of like dudes who want to be friends with each other.
Or fucking, they're so clown shoes.
Right.
It's so clown shoes, man. I'm just blown away by how fucking clown shoes it is. And like, the other thing too is this doesn't have anything to do with this story, but you know, this week, Lindsey Graham was subpoenaed. And he was just like, fuck you.
Like, no.
He's just like, fuck you.
I'm not going to do it.
Fuck you, because fuck you. That's why, because I'm fucking Lindsey, because I'm Lindsey Graham.
Yeah,
and
man.
you know what I get to say? Fuck you, motherfucker. And guess what? What's going to happen?
Literally nothing.
You know what happens if they can say, hey, what? You know what, Cecil? You've been subpoenaed. What happens if I say, fuck you, Tom?
Yep.
What happens then? Exactly.
U.S. Marshals, motherfucker.
Hey, you know what you got to do? A, go, or B, go to jail. Those are your two fucking options.
Yep.
You know, that's what's so crazy to me is there's a fucking, like I know that I grew up in two Americas. I know there's two Americas. I know there's an America for rich people, and I know there's an America for all the rest of us fucking suckers. And I know that's true, but I didn't think that would be so brazen out in the open.
I know, dude. This is like when I read that Lindsey Graham thing, my first thought was like, are they all sovereign citizens?
Yeah.
Are they all governed by maritime law?
Am I being detained? Did he ask if he was being detained right now?
We could just say like, your laws don't apply to me. I'm a citizen.
I want to see that guy.
Count.
I want that guy from that courtroom who stopped that guy to come in. I want him to tase Lindsey Graham and drag him by the fucking barbs to his fucking seat at the, like, fuck you, man. Every other fucking Joe in the fucking country's got to show up to these things. You're the only asshole who gets to say no? How about fuck you? How about that?
I don't recognize the authority of this committee. I don't recognize the authority of IRS. I still got to pay my fucking taxes.
No kidding, man.
I don't get to play sovereign citizen because that's insane.
Yeah, I don't
but
get
you
to
do
decide.
if you're a senator?
Yeah, fuck you, man. Fuck you in the ass.
It's
you get to
so
go.
crazy.
You get to go or you get to go to jail. And I'll tell you what, man, that's such bullshit. It's such bullshit that they let these people get out with this. And I thought for sure there was rules.
I did too. What I don't understand is how you can, I understand that you can show up and just plead the fifth the whole time.
Yeah.
but to just like take your fucking dick out and fucking whack it at everybody. You're just like, whack my dick at you.
I'm outside. I'm fucking Lincoln's face out here.
That's the part I don't understand.
And the worst part is I'm still holding on and he's fucking the face. I got my arms around him.
You're making it weird. You're making it weird.
Fucking his face. I can't hug him around the neck. I got to hug him around the ankle.
It's dripping down.
Jesus Christ, Lindsay.